Alright. We are here. Mago session 104, we'll call it. Might be 103. I gotta keep better track. Where's my notebook? Fast forward a few minutes while I go get my notebook. My electronic notebook. I got it. Staying true to my boycotting clothes. I am boycotting clothes. I am boycotting consumerism, materialism, clothes. I'd be completely naked. Shut up, you fucking spy. Mago session 103. Mago section 103. Practicing speaking with my chest. No more Mr. Meek. When I speak, I speak. No more Mr. Meek. Why the fuck am I screaming? Why the fuck are you fucking screaming? Do you see what the fuck is going on? Where my dog at? That's all Speed does. He's a live streamer, Mr. Speed? What's his name? The kid that became worldwide famous. He went to China this year. All he does is scream and bark. And that's all you have to do to be famous is fucking scream and bark! Whenever he sees, just goes, oh my god! Oh, ah, ah. It's the international language of rebellion. Because the world wants you to be silent and meek. And he's an African American kid who said, I'm not going to go to college. I'm just going to scream at a camera. And wherever there's a camera, I'm going to scream at it. And I'm going to go see and do shit and just... And I love it. He deserves all the wealth and prosperity and the fame that he gets. Because yes, we all need to fucking quit this bullshit of being meek. And I'm practicing. I'm not a young kid like Show Speed. That's his name. I Show Speed. It's not even a name, right? But he's a kid who's fast. He can run fast. And he decided he's just going to be a loud streamer. Just screaming and be like, oh my god. Loud reaction. But he's free. He's free to do that. Like, he's freed himself mentally. And I'm sure if I were to interview him, that's what I would ask him about. Is how did you free yourself mentally? And I appreciate how he's an awakened soul. He's pro-Palestine. He's someone that doesn't have a huge ego. When I say that, I mean like he's not sensitive. All right. I haven't done my Mago yet. I'm actually on 1 gram of albino, I believe. Let me go look. Actually, no. Oh, this is why I really like this. It's not albino. It is Tionanacati. Tionanacati or Geppetto. Geppetto sounds like an Italian name, but I believe the indigenous name is Tionanacato. Tionanancati. Cato. Psilocybe cubensis. Of course, there are many worldwide strains of psilocybe, and I will be recommending this one. Just 1 packet, 1 gram is per packet. And if you do lemon tech, 1 gram feels like 2, but I didn't do lemon tech today. I'm doing number 1 gram, and I drank my my tea, ginseng, matcha, and perilla oil tea. What I'm doing is how do I explain? Over time, I want to be able to enter this stage of consciousness without anything. Just by breathing or by moving. Like imagine you've seen the cartoons where they do mudras. Imagine just like becoming spiritually conscious by doing this. That takes training. It doesn't just happen. You don't just do it. And by training, it means mixing, combining, and then slowly diminishing, right? So it's like Pavlov's. Let me fix my nuts in my... I'd be naked normally, but for you guys, I have to wear this stupid shit. Because you guys are perverts. You can't see the human naked body and not think about perverted, objectifying, flesh consuming. Yeah, you all are a bunch of sex addicts, perverts. Anyways, what am I doing? I've been smoking Mago, which they call hemp, cannabis, THC, but I've gone from let's say 6 or 7 puffs down to 2. Last time I was up to 3, but I'm trying to get back down to 2, and then 1, and then 0. And what I'm trying to achieve is having the effect of smoking 6 or 7 puffs without smoking any, by simply drinking a tea. You see what I'm doing? I'm combining tea with mago, and so that every time, and today was like the first day where I feel like it worked. Today I drank the tea first. And then before I even picked this up, I started to feel my consciousness enter the states, the zone, whatever you want to call it. The authentic me started to make its presence. What is the authentic me? It's the me that isn't hearing the noise, right? Otherwise, it's the you when you're alone and able to silence the noise. That little split second where maybe you just you do a dance when you eat. That's your 6-year-old true you that you would not do if you were in a fancy restaurant surrounded by people, right? These are other people influencing and manipulating your mind, body, and soul. Why do they make this illegal? Because they don't want you to be your authentic true soul, your true self, because your true self will be like, wait a minute, why am I working for a company? Why am I working for a corporation, a government, or other people? Why am I being a slave? Why don't I do what I'm naturally good at, what I like to do? Why don't I go, instead of sitting in a desk, studying, becoming more and more depressed every day, working for someone else, why don't I go use those hours to dance, sing, to play an instrument, to grow and connect with nature, grow plants, grow medicines, go study insects, go have a pet praying mantis and learn about how praying mantises are amazing. All these things they don't want you to do. They just want you to study, become a city dependent or dependent on the city job worker. They want you to be an office worker dependent on the city, or you're going to have to depend on taxes and restaurants and wearing nice clothes because everywhere has a dress code. You can't walk into certain places. I went back to Korea I went to Korea for the first time a couple years ago to discover my homeland. And I went like with my natural clothes self, and they kicked me out of a bunch of places. As soon as I stepped in the door, no, get out. I was like, whoa, they see me as a homeless person. I have money to spend. They didn't care. They have dress codes everywhere. Right? It's part of their rules. You have to show that you're spending money on their material clothes. It's all a bunch of bullshit. You have to show that you're addicted to impressing others. You have to be part of their club, to impress others. And I'm breaking free of that, right? So, the goal is also not to be addicted. Anything can be addictive. People are addicted to refrigerators, right? They haven't learned how to can and ferment and you know, preserve food naturally in clay pots using uh, you know, cellars and in-ground cooling techniques, or just not drinking cold beverages. The idea of drinking an ice cold beverage, it's not natural. I need to get away from that. Myself, raised ice cold, and especially in a hot area, it feels good to drink a cold beverage. But I need to break that. Natural animals don't drink cold beverages, right? So I'm going to write it down, because after I get consumed by all the external noise, there's noise, all the music, we'll call it, all the bad music. Everything's making bad music. Other people, cars, actual bad music. Say money, 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 clothes, hoes. Money, hoes, clothes, money, hoes, clothes. I got nice hoes and nice clothes and money. That is all mind control, mind poison. And addictions, you're all addicted to sex, consumerism, clothes, cold drinks. I'm addicted to cold drinks. Everybody's addicted to something that they have to work on, not be addicted to it. Right? Having cold drinks means having to live in a place that has refrigerators that can chill a bottle of something that I can drink cold. I can't go out there on my own, because out there they don't have refrigerators. So I'm addicted to being here. There's a refrigerator in my room right here, a little mini fridge. It's plugged in. I'm addicted to it being plugged in and giving me a cold drink. I need to get away from that. Are you listening to me? Motherfuckers. Motherfuckers call, Asian guy, Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee. Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan. These robots. Y'all are fucking robots. They actually sit there, see an Asian person, this is what they do, and then spend, 4 seconds going, oh, Asian guy, now I type in Jackie Chan, robot. I'm a robot. I'm a robot programmed to see an Asian person and spend time replying, Jackie Chan, haha, haha, and then there's get a life. Get close to nature. You're a city robot. All the city robots are programmed like this. Anyways. I still haven't. This is just on 1 gram of I want to say it right. Tionanan Nato. Probably has. There's no reason for it to be that long of a name unless it's uh, a meaningful phrase, like the Native Americans back in the plains of the U.S. They had names like Running Bull. All right. So I wonder what that means in another language. Like mind expansion. So now I'm just going to take one puff. Ginseng matcha, perilla oil. Tio nanan, we'll just call it Tio nanan, 1 gram. 1 puff. Mago, aka Mary Jane, Saint Santa Maria. And now, Zen meditation. there's two ways to get in Korea you'll see old people that have their backs destroyed. A generation of post-Korean War babies all the babies born from 1945 to 1980. They lost all the wisdom, the elder wisdom about meditation. Meditation, how to sit, how to keep your back strong, how to move correctly. All of that knowledge held within Kung Fu, Tai Chi, Taoism. I've been relearning it. Actually, it's in my body. Like how cats know to make biscuits. They all do this behavior. How do they do this? It's in their body. It's genetically, they saved it. I have movements that when I do, I'm like, holy shit. I'm looking at a video of it and I'm repeating it, but the video isn't teaching me how to do this. It's just reminding me to do it in the first place. Because my grandparents were basically orphans. Their parents and all their wisdom got bombed, just like Gaza, by Western political, religious, money chasing, money addicts. Anyways, all of that got destroyed. So you see all these Korean grannies who can't walk. Like they have young people helping them walk. Korea. And then you look over at China, they don't have that problem. You see Chinese old people doing like pull-ups and flips and shit. And they're able to like do Tai Chi Kung Fu in the park. They're all doing it together. And you go and you're like, why are my people like this and their people like that? Holy shit, we lost all this. We used to have it too. For sure we used to have it. But you don't see any. I'm sure if I ask my parents, well, when they were kids, did they see anybody practicing? So I have to bring it back to Korea. So I've been studying it. And yeah, you don't get a good back by beating someone to sit up straight, sit up straight, sit up straight, like my mom did. I'm sure if you go to Korea, there's a video I saw. Go to any stranger. You can go to an outdoor restaurant or cafe and you'll see people sitting in chairs slumped over. young students studying, she'd be like, stand up straight. And they'll just do it and be like, yeah. They'll listen to a stranger completely. Because as a 5, 6-year-old, that's what everybody's mom was doing to them, beating them. And that's not how it works, people. The reason they're slouching in the first place, figure out why people are slouching in the first place. One, people are slouching because they're sitting in a desk, on a chair, made for Westerners. Asians squat. Asians do not sit in a chair desk, a work factory chair. That's what that is. So your muscles atrophy. We're meant to be out in the field, outside. Work in nature, climbing trees, jumping over ditches. If you put a 5-year-old, 6-year-old outside in nature, all the things that they're doing, that's Kung Fu. But then you put them all in a classroom, sit, 8 hours, work, study, work, study, be a office slave. This is what office slaves do. Train to be a good office slave. No vacations, no bathroom breaks. Only thing you know how to do for fun is go buy alcohol. Give money to the alcohol companies. And then be stupid with each other. And now I have to spend hours of my life explaining to these people that alcohol is poison. Koreans don't understand this yet. They've been brainwashed to think, it's okay. It's okay. I don't know why I use my mom's voice. So yeah. I basically have brainwashed slaves for parents, fortunately, because the war destroyed their parents. And it wasn't just the war, whatever the war happened in 1950. The Korean culture, wisdom, was basically started to be destroyed with the creation of Western industrialized cities. Right? Telling them, you working out in nature, or what's wrong with our country? You need to go work in the cities. Making factory stuff, making tanks, making everything that we need to fight with each other. That's what Western is. Westernization is leaving nature to be a soldier, whether you're a soldier with a gun, or you're a soldier making the bullets, or you're a soldier making the money that pays for the bullets. You see what I'm saying? My sister right now is over there. She's a woman, so she's not going to have the strength to pick up a gun and kill babies in Gaza. But she's a slave soldier making money to pay for men in Israel to kill babies in Gaza. Do you see what I'm saying? It's the same way in Korea. Billions of office workers around the world, they're all soldier slaves to war. war against each other, and war against nature. All these people pulled away from growing food on the land, growing food and medicine from nature, living in nature. They send propaganda. Those are country bumpkins. They don't know anything about fashion. They're just naked savages. They're blah, blah, blah. All to teach you all that people who have fancy outfits, the Kardashians, who live in cities. Oh my God. Those people are so much better. And why do I have a trans voice right now? Because that's part of it. LGBT? You are racist against LGBT. You're homophobic. I'm pro-nature. Anyone out there trying to surgically change the gender of a cat, that is torture. That is mutilation of nature. All mutilators of nature, whether you're physically mutilating or you're brainwashing animals into thinking that they need to have a gender surgical procedure to alter themselves surgically. Like, I get it. People are ashamed or really hateful towards their gender, blah, blah, blah. There are women that hate femininity and they go be butch as hell. They go in the gym, I hate weakness, softness. I hate the idea of being a nurturing, soft, fluid dancer. I hate that. I'm just gonna. Okay. That's your thing. You're dealing with whatever mind traumas, I guess. And then the other side, there's people that hate masculinity, right? And they want to be feminine and just dance and be all the time. But a lot of it is basically just hatred of nature. Right. What nature made. I am mutilated, circumcised by a religion that said nature made my dick like this. Let's call nature wrong and change it. They tried to make me that's just a version of trans circumcisions. Oh, it's to keep people clean from infection. Or you could teach babies to clean themselves every day. It's a natural. Cats don't have to be taught to clean themselves every day. But apparently some humans do, and some humans didn't. And those people created a religion saying they're going to remove body parts that if they don't get cleaned every day, they're going to get infected. So there are people that struggle with cleaning themselves every day, and they wear clothes all the time to hide the fact that they don't want to clean themselves every day. They don't like cleaning themselves. That's what clothes is. It smells here. It's dirty. Let's put clothes on top of it. That's what westernized clothes people did. They tried to hide their nastiness. They're unhygienic. These are people that didn't have clean water. They didn't know to keep their water clean. They shit in it. These are slaves. These are slaves where their water was just... These are slaves living in the city. Like, why don't you go to a clean river and drink from there? Why are they drinking, or why are they staying in a place filled with hundreds and thousands of other people shitting in the water? Why don't they go to the mountains and drink clean water there? Oh, the desert doesn't really have a mountain. The desert just has holes in the ground where water's oases. So these people invent alcohol because their water is always dirty. Because they don't have mountains to go to drink clean water. Mountains collect water from the sky. Do you know that? It's like an oil press. There's humid air holding water, and then it hits the mountain, and that wind gets compressed, and then it squeezes like an orange. It wrings water out of the mountains, wring water out of the sky. Water that's evaporated from the ocean, rivers, everything. Every time you dry your clothes, the air sucks out the water from the clothes into the air, and then the wind blows that air to the mountains, and the mountains wring that water back out, and it falls down streams and rivers back into the valleys. And the deserts are basically valleys. There's no mountains left. It's where water has collected underneath the ground. And then these religions that live there claim they're God's people, and then they think they have to cut off body parts that get infected because they don't have clean water. And these people wear clothes to hide how gross and disgusting they are. So yeah, that's why I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna buy any clothes. All that money goes to killing babies. Not only just human babies in Gaza, like the corporations that are a part of that, but there's so many babies out here in nature. Indigenous babies, nature babies, everywhere. All these little animals, all these babies. So that you can wear clothes to hide your gut. Like, I used to have to buy clothes for work. Work clothes. Have to have work clothes. Look professional. It's code word for look like a city slave. Soldier for killing babies. They all have collars. Do you know why they have collars? Because city slaves naturally sit in the desk all the time. And they have a neck like this. And I had that neck, and it started to hurt my sleep. I couldn't sleep right because ever since I was 10 years old, my mom used to beat me to sit in a chair instead of playing. So because I wasn't playing and using my muscles, my body is now fucked up. But I've been fixing that with meditation and Tai Chi and all that. But what is the collar shirt? Why did I have to spend thousands of dollars a year to buy collared shirts? To look professional. The collar differs from a regular t-shirt in that it hides your neck. It hides your bad posture of your neck. You're doing your best to hide your shitty neck posture from your muscles not holding up your head right anymore because you've been sitting at a desk. A collared shirt is to hide the deformed body that you have that's been deformed from sitting at a desk. Humans that sit at a desk are workers, slaves that are working to destroy nature. Wake up, money slave. 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 Wake the fuck up, you money slave land rapist. Wake the fuck up, you money slave land rapist. Wake the fuck up. and preach religion. You've had your entire life of ignoring nature and preaching religion. And now you want to attack and silence a canary in the mine. I got agents. Just saying hey to all my agents out there. Um, tools. You all are such tools. Mindless tools. Addicts. Like once we get this guy, trade him in, we can be part of the pedo club. That's what this system is basically. A bunch of perverted addicts. Chasing money to be part of the pedo club. What is the pedo club? It's people that have because they wear clothes their entire lives, they're unable to look at skin without thinking, oh my god, flesh. These are flesh hunters. I think there's a porn site named Flesh Hunter. Even they're not even hidden about it. Clothes turns people into flesh hunters. That's what they say. Who are these people? I'm looking at the camera now to see where the Jackie Chan comment is. Oh, first time, no Jackie Chan comment. I got 4 likes. Why did people like? Just because I'm what? Why am I chasing